Alright, so I'm back, and I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there. I haven't really edited it down yet, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what I'm actually going for here. So yeah, just kind of, we'll do a whole lot of rock work and putting some plants and that in between it, and I think it turned out pretty well. So yeah, it gives us a nice little separation between the highway and the rest of the area, and I am using the trees and plants in here, and I know a lot of you are probably saying right now, but Nick, I thought that the trees all like turned dark colors and blah blah blah, but yeah, I have a mod that actually keeps everything looking how it's supposed to, so yeah, that's not a concern. The only concern now is that we have this like little gap between the dirt and all of that here, so, and of course it's all the way at the end of this menu, so I have to scroll all the way to the end, and as it so turns out, I can, take some filler and at least fill in this area. See, we got the 2x2 gravel, and if I turn Anarchy on, I can just kind of fill all these little gaps in, so that way we can make this look a lot nicer as well. Make it look like this gravel just goes right up to the edge here, and looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, let's see. Then we don't really have to have any issues with this kind of stuff. I will also fill in the bottom part with the gravel, I believe, because I think the gravel looks nicer. And it's telling me this slope over here is too steep to put it on, apparently. Okay. Well, I guess that little area is not going to be done then, but the rest of it can be, so we will. And down into here. And it's even going to continue under the bridge here. So yeah, I think that gives us a lot of dimension of this area and makes it look pretty nice. So, gonna fill in the rest of these holes, which isn't actually very easy to find because they're pretty well hidden. Did a pretty good job with that. Oh yeah, and the pillar here for this road actually fit in a good spot as well. So yeah, we got all of that there, and yes, there we go. Here's more of it. And yeah, some areas are a little bit further away than others, which is fine, because, all we really need to do is make this look kind of like a cohesive thing going on here, so. And I only did around 2 here just because at this point I don't know if there's going to be maybe a building over here or what, so I kind of wanted to leave that open just in case I decide to put a building there, so. Actually, we might as well do that part first. Just right there, that little section there, and now let's see. Does this look good? We got a little spot there. Yeah, just a few little spots left to fill in, but yeah, that looks good, and I think that ties everything here together as well, so makes it look like this is meant to be a cohesive wall between the highway and the area down below. Also, do we want to do it in the middle here? Let's see what that looks like. Do I want to do it here? I mean, again, it makes it look kind of like this was planned here. And yeah, the texture stuff I have that looks more like it's dirt than gravel, which I'm gonna fill this in for now. Think about it for a little bit, see if I want to keep it. So, I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything. It just, if we can just add detail in here later, and maybe it'll look really nice for us. So that's kind of what's going on here, and let's see. Maybe we just want to put like a regular building here on the corner. See, I know I had a few sort of industrial type buildings somewhere in all this mess, and even like something like a gas station here. If it wasn't so large, it would work perfectly, but yeah, it's a little too big for this area. That's a little big for this area too, and it doesn't make much sense. I'm just thinking that one here on the corner should be a plopped one, just because of where it's located. If I had small buildings that I knew of, this would be a good spot for one. That is a big garage. That one's smaller. That would be interesting. I have like a parking garage over here somewhere. That might be a thing we end up doing, is putting a parking garage somewhere in all of this. Just because I know we're going to have lots of people who are working around this area, so it makes sense to have a parking garage. Maybe, yeah, see, it's just where do we put it is the question if we do this. And that one's even bigger. So, yeah. It's a... Oh, and this is our on and off ramp thing here. Awesome. Well, it's stuff to think about. We have this kind of warehouse stuff too. Maybe this goes back here or something. Or maybe these go over here. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with that, so... Let's go back and see if we can find a small-ish building to put in this corner here. If I can get the mouse to cooperate. There's a small building. Lighthouse doesn't make much sense. It's too big of a gas station, but it would be kind of nice to have a gas station, at least by one of these off-ramps, on-ramp things. Maybe... if only there was grid here in the middle. I could put that, like, under the highway, but that doesn't work for us here, so that's a no. Maybe right there. Yeah, I suppose that's a good spot for a gas station. Yeah, so we got the gas. Maybe not. If that block was one shorter, I'd just put it there. Let's find a spot for this. Even like the air, if those tables weren't there, that would work. But tables are there, so that doesn't work so well for us. Put it here along this curve, which would kind of be a little out of place. Maybe there? It's got a little bit of a curve, but not really. I don't like that so much right there. Maybe one over? Still don't like it too much in that location. If that sign wasn't there, that would be perfect. If you could get rid of the sign on this side, then it's overlapping at the right angle that we could just leave it there, but again, we don't have that, so... Maybe over on this side would be better? Yeah, then we can connect through to the back as well, and this area can be filled in over here. Some more rocks and that kind of stuff, so yeah, I think that will work. And we can more or less take this as a road, put it through the back area over here. And that doesn't work very well. That doesn't look very good. That looks better. Yeah, that looks good. We get this as a slight angle, and I can fill the back in here with some different stuff. Maybe get some grass and that kind of thing, but... Alright, so we've got one building down. Let's see, I know I have some small buildings that would work there pretty well. We'll need some of those. Huh. I know what building I'm looking for, it's just finding it is the problem. I don't remember what it's called either, I would just search for it too, which... You know what, I'm gonna look for it. It's not in this menu. It's not in that menu. Where else are buildings located? Huh. Would that be interesting to put maybe over here somewhere? Nah. That makes no sense. Is it like a repair shop or something? Repair. No, because it's like a little small building. Is this it? No. Wait, can I just plop that in and it stays? If so, that would be the nice building to put there. That stays. Okay. I think it's this other one here I was thinking of, this one here, but that one works even better because it's an actual building. Is that it? Yes, that is it. It's like a little sort of impound lot thing. It says it's a car repair yard, but it doesn't look much like a car repair yard, so maybe we can put that over here. Give ourselves a little thing over here too, and oh, so that other thing does disappear on us. Okay, glad to know. I can remove this road. That turns that normal, and then if we put in a new road back in here with no zoning, we'll turn off anarchy as well, just so we can do this easily. There we go. And then I can go back, and this building can go back in here. There we go. See, that's how we solve those sort of things. And then this should be free to take this, and we'll fill the rest of this in. If there's a way I can keep this, that would be awesome. Make sure that building, specific building, stays there. That would be awesome too, but I don't know that that's a thing or not. So, yeah. And so let me kind of show you what I was kind of doing here, really, with the time-lapse, and because we got a little bit of an extra area here to decorate in, so that works out pretty well for us. So yeah, I took some of our regular rocks here, and if I do... Okay, the prop and tree anarchy is on. I don't know why it won't let me do... Is this... Okay, regular anarchy needs to be on for these ones. Interesting. So yeah, that's what I did. I took a few of those, put those in, then I took some of these regular rocks. We'll put these kind of in, sort of in this area too. And we'll take maybe a few different ones, just to kind of give us a little bit of variation. And we'll do a few more. And nope, that's not what I wanted. Maybe this one over here, and we'll do one more there. Okay. So that's kind of the first step. Then I went and fill in with the smaller rocks here, which, yes, overlap with this other stuff, and just kind of spam these in a little bit, because they are spammable, and it works pretty well. Just kind of spamming them in, just make sure we don't overlap the roads, because that's important. And then I'm just kind of coming back through and using the other one, spamming this one in as well. Maybe not quite as much, but make it look like we have lots of rocks here. And this takes a lot less time than doing it the other way, so placing them all individually, because I've done that before too, and that literally takes forever to make anything happen with it, so glad we have these little rocks that kind of just fill everything in for us, and then that looks pretty good. Fill this in for the most part. I think a few more there will do for us. Maybe one more there and one more there. Okay. So yeah, then we get our rocks in. Then we take some plants, and I disperse these throughout. I think this is one of the main ones I'm going to use for all of this, just because it's a nice big plant and looks good with all the rocks, so I think that's going to be one of the main ones I use. I think this one is another good one for doing this sort of stuff, and just making things look good. So I have a lot. This one, which kind of fits a little bit more towards the center, because you can get kind of these big leaves going over it, and you don't really have to see the bottom very much to have that look good, so I like that one. And then this is the other one I've been using very plentifully, and I zoomed in too far again. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to this whole first-person camera thing, because it's kind of weird having it zoom in certain ways, and there we go, maybe a few there, maybe a few up here, and then I've been putting a few trees around here, but again, the trees are a little bit harder to place because you need to find a good spot to put them in, and a lot of times there aren't really any good spots for them, so put one maybe over there and one there. And I'm using just the one type of tree because we have lots of regular plant life in here, so it makes sense to try to bring all this together. And so there's that, and then we have the final step, which is going back over here and going all the way back to the end of this menu, because it's at the very end. On the right, I can press the plus button here, make this larger, so I can get to the end faster, because there are lots of things in here. So there we go. We'll take our 2x2 gravel, and we just fill this in. That's kind of how this works, so it makes a pretty nice looking area too, so definitely happy with how this project is turning out. And let's see if I put that one, might make more sense to do concrete there rather than gravel, just because of where it's located, and then we can do gravel the rest of the way. It needs to go up here onto this hill and over there. And I think we just need to put a little bit more under the bridge here. So I think that looks good for now, and then at some point we can go in, we can put these road markings here, the barriers. And let's see, are you still a valid spot? Yes, you are. Awesome. So yeah, that's kind of the concept of what's going to go on here. So I think that's going to look good, and I'm thinking this kind of building, I want to extend that over here, kind of. So let's see, what are you called? You are called King Industrial Unit. Alright, so let's see, what do we have here for these things? Oh, we have quite a few of them. And they're different sizes as well. I think this is going to kind of be the style I want to go for. So let's see, maybe we take this, we'll make a new theme, enable themes. Real. A new theme. There we go, we'll do the UK Industrial theme. And I'm basically going to select all of these. And if I remove this, yep, that's all everything that's in that theme. So if we choose that theme, all the buildings will match it. Which is awesome, because I really like how those look. Like these ones and a lot of the other ones that are probably going to pop up too, so you know, then it's just kind of disperse them. Maybe we do like some other types of stuff in here, but that's going to be like my overall theme for this industrial area. So I think at the same time though that that's actually going to do it for this episode, because it's running, I'm kind of running out of time here to record again, which, yeah, I know that's not the best thing, but it seems to happen to me a lot. So yeah, I need to find some way to keep this from happening over and over for us. And also thinking, can we maybe get like a little bit of a parking area under this on-ramp? It's not going to be the easiest thing to do, I can tell you that. We'll have to figure something out with that underside area. Who knows, maybe it will be parking, maybe it'll be something else, but we'll make it look good. So anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!